In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the perfect hard-boiled eggs using the Instant Pot and my simple 5-5-5 method. I love hard-boiled eggs because they are nutritious, they are relatively high in protein, there's 7 grams of protein per egg. They're also a good source of fat and something called choline. Choline supports your brain health, your memory, your nervous system, your liver health, and it also helps you build healthy cells. So if somebody tells you that you should not ever eat the yolk and you should only eat the egg whites, I would take that advice with a grain of salt. Eggs are the perfect food straight from nature, no nutrition label needed. The problem with hard-boiled eggs is often that they're very difficult to peel. You start to peel them and the shell comes off and half an egg with it. And we don't want that. Super frustrating. But if you follow my method exactly, your eggs will turn out perfect every time. They peel easy and they look great. To make these eggs, you only need 5 things. First, you need an Instant Pot and a trivet. The Instant Pot is my favorite kitchen tool, and I've had mine since 2016, which is almost 10 years now, and I still use it twice a week at least. It makes cooking easier, faster, and way more convenient. My exact model is no longer available because it is that old, but I will link to another one in the description that you can also get that is newer. Because if you don't own an Instant Pot yet, you're seriously missing out and probably spending way more time in the kitchen than you need to. Next, you need eggs, obviously, because we're making hard-boiled eggs. For this method to work perfectly, your eggs need to be cold straight from the fridge. Number 3 is water. You need water, and this also needs to be cold from the fridge. Number 4, you need some ice cubes to give your eggs a nice ice bath. And finally, you need a timer. The 5-5-5 method is all about timing. There are 3 different times where you will count to 5 minutes, and together those steps create the perfect hard-boiled egg. Now that you know all the tools and things that you need, let's get to the actual steps. Okay, so first, like I said, your water and your eggs should be in the fridge. So I'm taking out my water pitcher and also the eggs, and so we can get started. Next, I'm going to need my Instant Pot, the eggs, water, and then the trivet. So I'm going to put the trivet inside of the pot here. And then I'm going to pour some water inside. It doesn't have to be a lot of water, but the bottom should be covered. The water does not have to reach the eggs. So just maybe like an inch or so, a couple of centimeters of water in the bottom of the pot. And then I'm going to put it on the eggs. There's room for 6, but I have 4 eggs here because honestly, I just have a lot of hard-boiled eggs in the fridge already and I don't need to make 6. So I'm making 4, but you can make 6, and this is what I usually do. And then I'm just going to put the lid on, turn it, and of course plug the pot in, obviously. And then I want to make sure that the valve is sealed. And then I'm going to hit the manual button, and there I can adjust the minutes. I'm going to put 5 minutes on it, and that's your first 5. Remember, this is the 5-5-5 method. Now this is your first 5 minutes that you have to pay attention to. And now the pot is on. You see the on sign there. Okay, so now 4 minutes have passed and I have only 1 minute left there. And once the time is up, you're going to hear your Instant Pot beep. After you hear it, leave the pot on and let it do what's called the natural release for exactly 5 minutes. You have to time it. And then while you're waiting for that, get the ice bath ready. So you're going to put the ice cubes and water in the bowl. And after 5 minutes of natural release, you're going to turn the valve open, and there's a little bit of air that comes out, just a little bit that's left. And then you're just going to take these eggs and put them in the ice bath. And this is your last 5 minutes. Now you have to let them be in the ice bath for 5 minutes. I'm taking a quick break here to let you know that if you're somebody who wants to continue to eat high protein diet, but doesn't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, I have a free guide for you. In this guide, you can find 12 foods that you can pick up at Costco or most other grocery stores. These foods require no cooking and they're ready in about 5 minutes. So you can literally take them and put them on a table. Very minimal time needed to prepare them. If you want this guide, it's completely free. You can find it in the description box below. And now let's go ahead and see how these eggs turned out. All right, it's time to see how they turned out. So I'm going to pour out the water and I'm going to start peeling the eggs. You see that it comes off really easily. The shell comes off really easily, no problem at all. And the egg is really smooth and clean. So here's the second one. I'm showing you a little bit closer. And the shell comes off pretty easily. Just pull it off like that, and it is nice and clean. All right, I'm gonna show you all four so you can see that they actually, all of them turned out really good. Here's the third one, and then we have one more. And this method really works as long as you follow the 5-5-5 method exactly. You can also find the full description of all of these steps in the description below. Thanks so much for checking out this video today. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Please let me know if you love hard-boiled eggs too, and if you have a favorite method that you'd like to use for cooking them. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out the next video as well, where I'm teaching you another high-protein recipe that gives you 30 to 45 grams per portion. Go ahead and do that. And also, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next video.